Tonight, we're learning more about Dylan Quinn, the Rehoboth teenager who tragically died in a car crash this weekend.
Quinn was a junior at Bristol Plymouth Regional Technical School and a goalie for their regional hockey team. Tonight, several teams across New England are expressing their condolences for the teenager. 12 News reporter Sheena Losciuto spoke with his friends and joins us from Berkley, where the crash happened. Sheena?
Well, there's been a memorial here that's been growing all day long. You can likely see behind me a group of friends are gathering here right now. Dylan is being remembered as someone who had a lot of energy. He could always make you smile, and that's what his friends want you to remember about him.
Strong, loud, and vibrant. A very outgoing, happy person. Wouldn't hurt a fly. Like, genuinely just so perfect.
Seeing the memorial makes it feel real after the unimaginable news broke Sunday.
I'm a mess.
That's when the Bristol County DA's office announced 16-year-old Dylan Quinn of Rehoboth was killed in a car crash.
The vibrance of him is not really ever going to be gone, I guess. It'll always live, but it's unfortunate that he can't.
Jamie Rose went to school at Bristol Plymouth Regional Technical School with Dylan. According to the superintendent there, Dylan was in the metal fabrication shop program.
He was a goalie, and he was very aggressive, but he was also very passionate. I have a couple of videos that I shared on Facebook of him kind of dancing, like in the middle of a game. He just started ice skating like a ballerina, and he did that almost every game.
He's also being remembered as an athlete, a star goalie on the regional hockey team.
He made so many impacts on the hockey team and hockey families, and I don't think hockey would have been the same without him.
Quinn also played lacrosse, but it's his personality that many are describing as one of a kind. His high energy, always making others smile.
He may not realize it and he may not know it, but the impact that he made on every single person here is insane.
Now, Dylan's hockey team was supposed to play a game today, but that game was postponed, and the cause of this fatal crash is still under investigation. In Berkley, I'm Sheena Losciuto, 12 News.
Mates of a Rehoboth hockey player killed in a crash over the weekend say they are dedicating the rest of the season in his memory.
The hockey game that Bristol Plymouth Regional Technical School was scheduled to play tonight has been postponed. This afternoon, we saw people adding to the makeshift memorial in Berkley, where 16-year-old Dylan Quinn tragically lost his life.
12 News reporter Sheena Losciuto talked to his friends who remember him as a great athlete and an adventurous kid who always brought energy. Sheena?
The memorial here in Berkley has been growing all day long. Several friends have stopped by as well. This is just one look at Dylan's impact on the community. A wooden cross and flowers marking the spot that now holds new meaning to many in the community.
I'm a mess. It's like real now. It's real.
This is Myrick Street in Berkley. Police say 16-year-old Dylan Quinn of Rehoboth was the passenger of the car that crashed here over the weekend. The teenager died at the hospital.
Like, he might physically not be here, but there is not a single person that will not think about him every single day.
Quinn was a student at Bristol Plymouth Regional Technical School in Taunton and a force on their hockey team. Jamie Rose was a close friend and classmate. She thought of Quinn like a little brother.
A great hockey player. He was going to go very, very, very far with that. I genuinely believe so. And he made so many impacts on the hockey team and hockey families, and I don't think hockey would have been the same without him.
Several people came by the memorial Monday. Hockey teammates we spoke to described Dylan as the glue of the team, a shining light that will be missed. Quinn also played in other leagues, leaving everyone he met with memories.
He was a goalie, and he was very aggressive, but he was also very passionate. I have a couple of videos that I shared on Facebook of him kind of dancing, like in the middle of a game. He just started ice skating like a ballerina, and he did that almost every game.
It's been a very emotional day here in Berkley. The victim was young, so everyone stopping by is also young, many teenagers, and the cause of this fatal crash is still under investigation tonight. Reporting in Berkley, I'm Sheena Losciuto, 12 News.